Okay, welcome back YouTube, and another Black Powder update. This time a overview of the 1st British Cavalry Brigade, finally finished. So what I'm going to do is I'll give you a little zoom in on each unit, and then I'll go in a little bit closer and give you a closer look. So first of all, we'll start off with this unit at the front here, and so here. So these guys are the Heavy Dragoons. I believe they're the first. Let's just double check. So yeah, these guys are the first King's Dragoons. Then behind them, over there, we have the 2nd Life Guards. Over there, and like I say, I'll go in and give you a closer look at them in a second. So there we have the 2nd Life Guards. If I move the tripod slightly to the left, we have the Brigade Commander here. And again, I'll give you his blurb when we take a closer look at him. And then just in front of, off to the side of him there, we have the Royal Horse Guards, or the Blues. And then finally, the unit that I'd just completed a video on, the 1st Life Guards. So now let's take the camera off of its tripod, and I'll go in and give you a closer look at these boys. You can see that on my gaming table at the moment, I have all my black powder stuff covered over in bubble wrap to protect it from the dust. Although I am going to have to actually dust the table before I actually start playing again. So this is my table setup at the moment. It's more or less exactly the same as it was the last time I showed it. But I do plan on having another game at some point. So under here we just have a whole bunch of French. I know this is meant to be a cavalry overview, but I might as well just show you the status of the table. So let's first of all go in on these boys. So these are, like I say, the Heavy Dragoons, the King's Heavy Dragoons, Parry figures, metal, pretty nice figures. Like I say, the uniform is pretty much exactly the same as the Life Guards, apart from the fact they've got slightly different helmets. Then we'll go to, obviously you've seen the 1st Life Guards in the video previous. Then we'll go across to the Blues. Now the Blues are the only unit within this whole brigade that are plastic, and if I didn't already have these guys, then they probably would all be metal. I did decide to just get one box of these guys to give them a try, and I've got to say that I'm not a particular fan of them. I will admit that the horses aren't quite as funky as I thought they were at first, but the riders are definitely below par in my opinion compared to metals. And if I had if I were to do them again, I would make them metal of some kind. But it's not the end of the world. You know, they're there, and they're not too bad. I do quite like the NCO with his pistol up on these guys. So that is the Blues, or the Royal Horse Guards. I'll just give you the blurb on these guys actually. So the 1st King's Dragoons are led by a Lieutenant Colonel W. Fuller. Of course you've seen the commanding officer of these boys before, but it's a Lieutenant Colonel S. Ferner for the 1st Life Guards. And for the Royal Horse Guards, we have, so 3rd Royal Horse Guards, Lieutenant Colonel Sir Robert Hess, or Hill, Sir Robert Hill. You can tell that I need to, it's obviously being put down on a little wet patch because the ink's run, so I'm going to have to put a sticker on that. But yeah, so that's the commanding officer of those guys. And then finally the second lifeguards, which are front rank, and these guys are at rest, which is quite cool. And these guys are led by, let's give you the blurb on these guys. So second lifeguard, Lieutenant Colonel, the Honourable E.P. Ligon. And then the brigade commander, again, you've probably seen this guy in my videos, because he has actually got one. Really nice figure, front rank. Try and get a decent shot of him. The light in here is not as good as I imagined it would be, actually. And I'll give you the blurb on him. So this guy is Major General Lord Edward Somerset of the 1st British Cavalry Brigade, and a worthy command figure for these boys. So one last final shot of them all. So there we have it, the first completed unit of my project. And like I say, just about all of them are down to one unit. So you can expect a plethora of finished units coming your way. A little bit of an update on my Wayland Games order for my French cannon that I've been waiting for near on 4 months now. I did actually ring them, and they said that they were practically all of their Warlord stuff has been on long time order for like ages, and there doesn't seem to be any clues to when they're actually going to get that in, which I find a little bit strange, because I'm sure Warlord are pumping out stuff to their merchants, and it's not as, I mean, I think Wayland Games are in Essex, aren't they, and Warlord's in Nottingham, so it's not exactly the crossing of the earth to get some supplies to them. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, so I basically rang them up and got them to cancel my cannon, and I actually ended up getting them from Warlord. So they're actually on their way. So I probably, fingers crossed, I'm hoping they'll get here this week. And I'll probably have them in my haul video, which I plan to do a little bit later in the week. And they'll probably be the next thing that I end up doing, because it's been way too long. You know, my Grenadiers or P division should have been done first, really. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got to say, I'm pretty chuffed with these boys. I think they turned out great. Really needed for my British. My British are really low on cavalry support. And like I say, when I finish this project, I'll have a unit of light, a brigade of light dragoons too, to help complement their cavalry, and that kind of matches them up with the French, who also have a heavy and a light company with a brigade of, although mind you, a smaller brigade of chasseurs de cheval, where I think the British Light Dragoon, the 4th British Cavalry Brigade, has actually got 4 units. I think, I'm not 100% sure. I think. Or is it 3 as well? Actually, thinking about it, it might be 3 as well. So they'll actually match up exactly. Anyway, I'm waffling. So yeah, that's the end of this video. You enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.